You are living abroad and you're earning in pounds, dollars, or euros. Imagine equally making your naira multiply back home even while you sleep. Yes. What if I told you there are low risk smart businesses you can run here in Nigeria from abroad without quitting your job? So whether you are in UK, US, Canada, Dubai, or anywhere in Europe, these business ideas will help you stay connected, support your family, and build real wealth back home, because it's very important that you're not just sending money home, you are building something with it. Hello besties, you're welcome back to the channel. How you are doing? If you're coming across this channel for the very first time, you're most welcome. I am Philomena, your personal finance bestie, helping you to build wealth one smart money move at a time. And if you really look at it, it just takes one smart move and then every other thing begins to align. So on this channel, the Feel First community, what we talk about here are business ideas, passive income ideas, investment tips, productivity videos. So if this is the kind of thing you love, please hit on that subscribe button and like this video and equally share with someone. Talking about the kind of businesses you can do here in Nigeria from abroad, I want to share a story with you. So a few years back, about 18 years ago, my sister traveled abroad and she saved some money before she left. And she was equally, because my sister is someone that is very, very conscious of diversifying. So she equally bought a piece of land at the time for 350,000 naira, but she saved the bulk of her money in naira before she left. And that time there was no BVN or anything like that. At the time, this money that she saved in naira was actually thousands of euros, and she's the only one that can have access to that money. And because of that, that money right now has very little or no value. But guess what? That piece of land that she bought with just 350,000 naira. Why I'm saying just, because compared to the money that she actually saved, that 350,000 naira as a then was just. But guess what? That land is worth over 20 million naira right now. And at the time, that place was very bushy, but it was developing just a bit when she bought that piece of land for 350,000 naira. Now it is worth over 20 million naira. And the money that she saved as a then, that was worth thousands of euros and millions of naira, is now next to nothing. That is why if you're living abroad, it is good that you consider land banking, because land has the ability to appreciate. Land is one asset that never comes down. It is always going up, especially if there are activities going on in that area. People are building, road is coming to the place, there is light. It is going to keep on appreciating in value. So what you can do is to buy a very big piece of land, have your CFO, make sure all of the documentations are right, and you can even fence it round, put a gate. You can even go a step further by giving it out to somebody who may be interested in farming. That way you have contact with somebody who is going there for activities. Or you can even put plantain on that farmland, because that is something that I'm even planning on doing, having a plantain farm. What I love about plantains, because we have some right now at my backyard, and I can tell you for free, I am enjoying it so much. And that is why I want to equally have a plantain farm, because we do very little. Because of how it spreads out, you don't have to worry about grasses. It doesn't really have so much weed around it, and you are harvesting from time to time. So apart from that, you can equally use it for plantain farm yourself, or you give it out to somebody to farm on it, so that activities are going on the land. Land banking is a very profitable business. There are a lot of people in Nigeria here that are buying lands and reselling it. So land banking is definitely a very beautiful business, even when you are abroad. You can agree with me that we are now in the content age. Everybody is creating content right now on the internet. Hence, the need for content houses have grown even more. Shortlet, Airbnb. One of the biggest producers here in Nigeria, Omoni Oboli, had an interview with Instablog a few weeks ago, and she talked about how lucrative Shortlet apartments have become in Lagos, because they are always filming in Shortlet apartments. Watch this video.
I mean, in Lagos, where we shoot, for instance, the shortlet business in Lagos is really being run by Nollywood right now. I say what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. We're the ones renting these apartments every single day for shoot. They're like, as we speak, they're probably like 30 or 40 shoots going on different locations within Lagos, right? So we're keeping that industry going.
So you see, If you're in the diaspora, this is actually a very good investment. If you have the cash, you can look in this direction. Having an Airbnb, Shortlet apartments, content houses, these are booming businesses right now in Nigeria, in places like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin. Like, content houses are now a thing, so you can actually look in this direction and build a business around it. One of the concerns a lot of people abroad have is being fully in control of a business, right? So sometimes they want to open some businesses and they are thinking, who will manage these businesses well? So if you are thinking of a business that you want to run, that you can have full control over, then you can consider food exportation. My sister living abroad, she has more bitter leaf and sense leaf in her house than me that I'm in Nigeria, because she never runs out of it. So she goes to African shops and she buys them. If she has friends coming to Nigeria, she will instruct me to go and cut bitter leaf. I will dry it and then send it to her because she lives for it. As in, maybe because of how we grew up in the village, she's so used to it. African food is her favorite. All this pasta, she does not do well with all of those kind of food. So yeah, there are a lot of people living abroad that still want Nigerian meals, that still want to eat Nigerian food, and that is where you come in. Exporting Nigerian food is definitely a business you will have full control over. If you're looking for a shop plug, I have a friend that's what she does. She packages food and sends it abroad. I am going to leave her flyer on the screen. You can actually contact her or reach out to me down in the comment section if you're interested in this business of exporting food abroad. It is definitely one business that is very lucrative, because food is one thing that people cannot do without. Even here in Nigeria, restaurants are springing in every junction. If you're not seeing a big restaurant, you're seeing a buka, so that no matter your category, no matter your class, there is somewhere for you to eat, because of how profitable this business is. So if you want something you can have full control over, definitely I recommend that you can start a food exportation business. And then another one that is also very profitable and lucrative is transportation business. I know people have a concern that when you buy a bus and you give it to bus drivers, they will give you headache. When you buy bike and give it to bike men, they will be giving you complaints. Today this, tomorrow that. You may not even make your capital back, let alone your profit. And because you are abroad, controlling it becomes a problem. So here is what I suggest. Buy these vehicles and give them out to registered companies like Bolt, InDrive. They are constantly in need of vehicles and drivers. So when you give these vehicles to these companies, they will be the ones managing it for you and giving you your accrued earnings. So you have no business with the driver or having to go through all of that stress. You are dealing with the company directly, and these companies are structured, so you have little or nothing to worry about. So your investment is actually safe with them. So if you are somebody that is interested in the transportation business, but because of all the logistics around it and having to get good people to hand it over to, you can actually hand it over to these companies like Bolt, InDrive, and definitely you will have a return on your investment. This is one thing that a lot of Nigerians are doing right now. They are cashing out from it, and you living abroad, you can equally capitalize on it and have many sources of income. If you're a very fashionable person abroad and people are always complimenting you on what you wear, especially if you're dealing with Nigerian fabrics and Nigerian wares, then you can look into exporting Nigerian clothing. Yes, so you can be exporting high quality laces and ankaras. You can even look for tailors here in Nigeria that will help you to be sewing some of these outfits, and then you can take them abroad and sell. And I will advise that if you're going to be sewing some of these clothes, you can actually look into free dresses. I mean, the one size fits all. There are clothes that are one size fits all, these rich anti-boo-boo gowns. You can actually sew those kind of clothes, have tailors stone them for you. They are looking so beautiful, and then you export them. Why I'm asking you to tilt towards the one size fits all, so that you are not having waste. There are times that you can have a very fine outfit and then somebody said, oh, it's not my size. So you are not going to be having that concern. It's going to be a one size fits all kind of thing. And then when you are having people order for more variations, you cannot begin to make their sizes. But when you're starting out, you want to go towards that one size fits all. That way you're not having any waste. Anybody can wear it and they are good to go. So these are some of the businesses that you can actually consider if you're living in diaspora, that you can be making money from. So even when you are earning your dollars, your euros, your pounds, you can still be making money from Nigeria to support your family, to build a business here, at least something that just connects you back home. That feeling of being abroad and being completely detached from Nigeria will not be there when you have a viable business here in Nigeria that you can constantly come back to. So yeah, you can actually consider these businesses. If there are any questions that you have concerning them, please let me know that in the comment section. I'll do well to respond to all of the comments. Thank you for your time here. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel for more amazing content like this. I appreciate your time here and see you in my next one.